Wait, John Rowe.
The topic of the
We should do a
podcast
podcast.
together,
We
and
should do a
honestly, I'm
podcast.
excited.
Wait, John. Wait, John Rowe. We should do a podcast.
The topic of the podcast together, and honestly, I'm excited.
G'day, dorks, and welcome back to Lords of Dorktown, a podcast all about anime, cartoons, and video games. I'm your host, Philip, and the dork joining me is the Pokemon master himself. It is Odin, aka TV Dreams. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I am fantastic. It's been a minute since you've been on the podcast. You last joined us for a Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge, and we've got
That's
you
right.
back again to talk more Pokemon.
Good to be back.
Yeah, I know. How have you been, brother?
Yeah, good. Apart from catching the novel coronavirus, I've been doing all right.
You got a bit of the spicy cough, did you?
Yeah, I did last week. Fully
Rough.
isolating, but you know, what better time
Yeah.
than to take it easy and do not much at all.
I did my first at-home rat test. I have to do rat tests at work all the
Yep.
time, but I did my first at-home one today just because I woke up with one of the worst sore throats ever.
Yeah, that's how it gets. Yeah.
And I'm negative. I had to. I'm double negative, so I'm pretty confident that I don't have it. But man, my throat's still pretty sore. But the multiple glasses of wine is really helping that. It's fucking
That'll do
the
the trick.
best.
Yeah.
It's been a hella rainy day here too. So today's the first day that I've actually put a bunch of hours into Pokemon Brilliant Diamond too.
Solid. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because I got it over Christmas, but I hadn't really put much time into it.
Yep.
So I think playtime. I'd done the first three. No, I'd done the first three gyms, but then hadn't really put much else other time into it.
Yep.
And today I finished I did another 3 gyms in today. So
Solid.
yeah, 4, 5, and 6. It was good, man. It's the most I've played of it, and it's you've put some time into Brilliant Diamond, haven't you?
Yeah, I sure have.
So
I did
what are your thoughts?
I did the classic pre-order from the store. Stay up all night. As soon as it hit 12 a.m., launched the game. Just trying to be the first person in the world to play it, and then just stayed up until about 6 a.m. still playing it. All my housemates getting home from their hospitality shifts at 6 a.m. and I'm just still awake as well.
Yeah, it's delinquent hours. That is.
Yeah, it fully was. It felt great. It
So
felt
what's
very
your
rebellious.
vibe of it?
What's that? Say that again.
What's your vibe of it? How do you feel about it?
It's pretty basic. I thought it was going to be a bit more of an in-depth remake, sort of like how Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was. Just adding new features and stuff, but it is pretty true to the DS game. But in saying that, it is pretty fun. I did enjoy it a lot.
I think it's lucky that it's a very fun generation of Pokemon.
Yeah.
It is the 3 starters alone are 3 of the most charming starters committed to any Pokemon game
For sure.
Gen 1.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've had a real struggle picking a starter for ages. I remember I had to decide because I knew I was getting it for Christmas because a week before it came out, I was like, oh, I'll go get Pokemon today, and my wife was like, you sure you need a new game? I was like, you never questioned
Gave up the
what's
hint.
up? And
Yeah.
I was like, as soon as the red flags come, I was like, oh, you don't really need it. I was like, you okay? Are we sure? So yeah, I knew I was getting it, so I was kind of toiling over up until Christmas to be like, okay, who am I going to pick? What's my starter?
Yep.
I mean, it's 3 great choices.
It is. Yeah.
Piplup, Chimchar, and Turtwig are man, it's fucking hard to choose. So who'd you end up going with?
I went with Chimchar to start off with. That's basically who I always pick. There is the classic thing of that generation of having the lack of fire Pokemon, so that's a lot of people's reason why. But that's not my reason why. That is just actually my favorite starter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But I mean, Torterra's badass as hell. I've never run through Piplup that much, so I am kind of keen to do a run.
I think Piplup's fun. I went Turtwig to Torterra.
Yep.
Not remembering the actually funny level of like lack of fire Pokemon in there. There's only 2 fire Pokemon in the whole game, and one is the starter. Like it's nuts. And like I love Ponyta. Like I'm running with a Ponyta in my team because there's no choice. But like Rapidash is cool, but also it's a one stage evolution that doesn't evolve to level 45.
Yeah.
Like, and Ponyta's stats are pretty dog shit across the board.
There's one thought that I have on that, is that I think based on the fact that there is such limited fire-type Pokemon, how much do people actually compensate by purposely getting a Ponyta when maybe in other generations they maybe just wouldn't even pick a fire-type?
Yeah.
Just knowing that you can't get many, people think, oh shit, I've got to get a fire-type, and then go and get a Ponyta just for that reason.
Yeah, but I think I always run a fire type. I can't think of a generation where I haven't always had a fire type. Yeah, it's interesting. That, like, the main reason I got Ponyta was for the third gym, for the level 30 Lucario.
Yep.
That's pretty there's not a lot of options you have when it comes to that Lucario if you're not running Infernape.
Yeah, that did a number on me the first time, I think.
Yeah, I remember struggling. Like this time playing today, I forgot how easy experience share makes late game.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
I wanted to turn it off. I purposely ran with like 3 Pokemon for a large section of it just so I didn't like have a ridiculous team of 6, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was rocking with a Garchomp, so I was kind of stoked on the EXP share because there was no way I was leveling that bad boy up that late in the game.
I haven't thought about that. Yeah, I've got a Garbite in my storage that I was like, I don't want to level that up. But
kind of helpful with the EXP share, but yeah, I'm half and half with whether. I mean, you should be able to turn it off.
You really should.
You shouldn't be forced to use it.
Yeah, the only thing I'm looking forward to when it comes to it always being on is I'm gonna Nuzlocke Brilliant Diamond after this, and I feel like having experience share on a Nuzlocke is going to be very good.
Oh yeah, just
especially
saving
with
grinding.
such a limited save grinding, especially. I don't know that there's a lot of type issues in Pearl. I'm noticing it's like there's a weird amount of very strong psychic Pokemon you can run straight away, basically.
But there is a lot of, when you think about the main team that you have to verse, like Team Galactic, there's a lot of dark and poison Pokemon in there, so maybe that's the reason why. But
yeah, it is true. Yeah,
like all those stun tanks you've got to run against that are just like solid bricks. Like
first game I'm ever running with a skunk tank, and it is.
You're using one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'll try. I've never tried one before, so I chucked him on the team, and they're like, it's just gross how much they can just absorb.
Yeah.
It's kind of disgusting to watch.
Yeah.
They're fucking hard to kill. Their moveset's pretty dog shit. But I mean that dark typing's very helpful. Yeah. Especially because I was running a Luxray with Bite, but I had to take Luxray off my team because he's just broken. Like it's too strong. Easy. You get a Luxray so quickly especially with experience
in the first
share.
Route. Yeah.
It's fucking. You can have a Luxray just in your party very quickly, and a Luxray is just. Especially I was running Luxray Torterra, which is a...
Yeah. I mean, same goes for Staraptor as well. Staraptor's a pretty strong starter bird.
Probably, yeah. I think it's one of my favorite. I think it might be my favorite bird, actually.
Yeah, possibly same.
Unpheasant is one of the ugliest Pokemon committed to... I hate Unpheasant.
Never, ever caught that Pokemon.
It's terrible.
Nope.
We should probably get into what we were actually going to talk about today, which is very Pokemon related. We are doing a Dream Team episode, and can I just tell you that I've never struggled this hard putting a list of Pokemon together, like a concrete dream team, like to sit down and actually. It was really hard. I had a short list of about 13, I think, and I've got it down to 6. I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
I did put a few rules on this, just for myself. 1 starter and no legendaries was basically the rules I went. Just because
that's good.
If you can get a legendary, you've got a legendary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah.
Yes. So do we want to kick things off with the starters we both picked?
Yeah, you go. You go
'Cause,
first.
yeah.
I want to hear your starter pick.
I mean, maybe it's because I'm playing Pearl at the moment, but
Okay.
I do genuinely think it is my favorite. I like Torterra.
Yeah.
I fucking love Torterra.
Great pick.
I've always been a grass starter. Like I loved Sceptile, Venusaur.
Yep.
Snivy was okay, and we're not going to talk about Chespin.
No.
But Torterra for me was just his design, the tree on his back, and just like how strong you feel when he is in your party.
Yeah, he's
And
beast.
the ability overgrowth is genuinely very good to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like-
I would agree. My my starter that joined my team is Feraligatr.
I knew you were going to pick Feraligatr. I do know it's
Feraligator's been coming up in because I've been playing the sort of meta game, the VGC competitive battling, and he's actually coming up in this in the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, because there's only 4 generations we're playing through, so he's actually a pretty big competitor. I'm using him with his hidden ability, Sheer Force, which is doing some work. It
Yeah.
boosts the power of the moves, but takes away like flinches or freezing or anything like that.
So the small chances some moves have to flinch or confuse or paralyze, they just...
Completely
Takes away that and
nullified,
just-
but adds power to the moves.
Yeah.
So it's a
that's-
good one. It's up there with Gyarados. So they were the 2 water Pokemon that I couldn't really pick to put on there, but I mean, Gyarados is overused, so I went with Feraligatr.
I mean, I have a Gyarados on my team in Pearl, and it feels dirty having him on there because it's Gyarados.
You get an
but it's-
Intimidate switch in all the time.
Oh, you just constantly do it. It's, it's such a gross mechanic to abuse, but fuck, it's fun.
Great Pokemon.
Would you say Feraligatr, like, so Feraligatr, that in that generation, like, it's such a like a strong generation of starters, like
Yeah.
it's
For Gen
especially
2.
because it was coming
Yeah.
after Gen 1, and it was like there was so much expectation, because I remember that generation coming out. Like, I remember how excited people were.
Yeah.
Like, how excited I was for new Pokemon, And when the starters got announced, I remember picking up, I think it was a K-Zone magazine,
Yeah.
like a Woolies or something like that.
Yeah,
And they had it was the first time I saw the 3 new starters, and I was immediately drawn to Totodile. I think it's the best design of those 3.
for sure.
Totodile
for
stands
sure.
out so much. Although I think I like the second stage Typhlosion. Like, I think I like Typhlosion more than I like
Quilava.
Feraligatr.
Quilava's
Yeah,
cool.
Quilava.
I think all the middle stage ones of those I like, because the middle stage can be hit and miss, but Bayleaf, Croconaw, and Quilava are all pretty cool designs.
Yeah, and Meganium doesn't get enough love. Meganium is... Yeah, I do love
It's the
Meganium.
not
It's
the
just-
most popular, that's for sure, out of the
No.
3. But yeah,
I feel like grass starters can always be a bit controversial. I mean, I want to talk about Chespin again, but
ugh,
yuck.
yuck, not a good design.
Disgusting.
What were they thinking?
All right, yeah. It's so terrible.
Hope someone got fired for that blunder.
Yeah, it's rough. It's right up there with Giraffe Rig for me as some of the all-time
Oh, yeah.
worst Pokemon designs. Yeah. Next on my list, it'll be the first appearance of a dragon on my team.
Okay.
The only dragon I've put on my team, it is Noivern.
Oh, love Noivern.
Noivern.
Yeah.
I love this dragon. It's one of the only dragons I run. I don't particularly like running a lot of dragons, just because I think they're 1, hard to get, 2, hard to level,
Yes.
and 3, kind of overhyped a lot of the time. But Noivern, man, my God, what a cool design. What a cool, it gets the ability Frisk, and it gets the ability Infiltrator.
Infiltrator's good.
Both,
Yep.
yeah, both really, really strong. So Infiltrator, passes through opposing Pokemon's barriers, substitutions, and the like, and strikes. So yeah, it always hits, which is pretty powerful to have. And just a cool design. I really like it. And I really like the pre-evolution Noibat as well. I think Noibat's cute as fuck.
I think it's probably one of my favorite designs from Gen 6.
Yeah. Yeah, for a generation that has a fair few misses, I think.
And it's a pretty small
I think-
generation too. I think there's like under 100 Pokemon
Mm.
in that gen.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it's about 80, give or take.
And this is also one on my list that I've got a Pokemon card of. Like I actually got the GX Noivang card out of one of my kids' random
Sick.
booster packets.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah, I'll keep that one. Tax that one. Tax that one off the top. But yeah, man, what a fantastic dragon. And yeah, one of the ones that I was like super committed to putting in the effort to leveling up and getting. And actually, yeah, fucking loved having him on my team. I really loved having him on my team.
Yeah, for sure. My second that's on my list is I'm reading out my VGC team, by the way. So I am actually only including generation 1 to 4. That's just because I've been using those recently. But Garchomp is the other one that I have on my team, just because, I main him. You know how I main him on Unite, so
Pokemon Unite,
had to put him on the team. Just got him with Swords Dance and Rough Skin, so he's just getting the most out of him and just running down teams.
Yeah, it's a truly terrifying Pokemon. I think the Pokemon that is claimed are the most of my Nuzlocke runs. I reckon that has ended the most of my Nuzlocke runs have been early level Garchomps with Dragon Breath. It is.
Oh yeah, the early game
terrifying
Dragon
Pokemon.
Rage can.
Yeah, Dragon Rage. That's
run
it.
killer.
He's a truly terrifying Pokemon in every sense of the word. Great pick though. I love the design. I think the all the fins coming out everywhere, the jet like design of it all is
Yeah, the shark
fantastic.
element is very cool. He has one of the most lackluster shiny
I don't
palettes,
think I've
though.
ever seen it shiny. Hold
Oh,
on.
you wouldn't notice if you saw it.
Oh really?
That's how
That's
bad
so
it is.
funny.
For anyone listening at home, look up
Shiny.
shiny Garchomp. It's not great.
It is. It is not great. It is so disappointing.
It's not even like it's bad. It's just not anything.
I don't even think I would know.
Exactly.
Wow. It's like
I don't
like a
I don't get the decision behind that. Like Pikachu is similar. Like Pikachu's like slightly gold, and I understand why. Like Pikachu's iconic. But I mean, like they fucking changed Charizard to be like black. Like why couldn't they have changed like Garchomp to be something stupid like pink or like
and you
red
only
or something?
you can only even note like it's barely noticeable in the first like in its first form, like in Gibble, and in Garbite you can just see it, and it is gone in Garchomp. I could have encountered 1,000 shiny Garchomps, and I just would not know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that is pathetic. Wow, cool Pokemon though.
Yeah,
cool
great Pokemon regardless of that. Yeah.
Awesome. Another one off my list. This is the only Pokemon that I've refused to evolve in basically every game I've ever played. It's I love the baby form, the quote unquote baby form of this Pokemon. It is Krogunk.
Okay, Krogunk, right.
Fucking love Krogunk. The ability Dry Skin is not super great, but the design, just how beefy he is really early game. Like, he's like, Venoshock is such a strong poison move.
Very cool, yeah.
And and Poison Jab is ridiculously powerful. And even though the accuracy of it is quite low, I seem to never miss. And one of the only Pokemon I've ever refused to evolve.
Are you rocking that on your Brilliant Diamond team?
I do have one in the party, but I haven't trained him up because I got him in the underground.
Yep.
But yeah, just because I'm running a 3-team, I haven't really had.
How's this little swagger animation?
Oh man, he lights up in the underground. He's one of like the best design sprites. How just side note on Diamond onto Pearl. How did you go with the follow Pokemon? Did you think that like they've fucked up a lot of the designs and movement of a lot of those follow Pokemon?
Well, the thing is, they've been doing it for a few generations now because they started it with Let's Go,
yeah,
Eevee and Pikachu, and some of those, Venusaur scared the shit out of me. What the hell was that?
Hops. Blew my
Weird,
mind.
weird.
Blew my
But
mind.
then again, there's ones like Haunter, and you're riding on the back of it, and that's cool as hell.
Amazing.
So, I mean, when they're working with the first generation, so there wasn't much room to mess it up. They added it in the DLC for Sword and Shield. Some of it was weird. I mean, you can be walking along, go into the water, and then, you know, all of a sudden you're on Lapras, or you've got, like, your Pokemon swimming behind you if it's, like, a fish Pokemon or something. But then you can just be walking along with, like, a Swampert and go into the water, and Swampert's gone. Like, they just didn't bother to put in the animation for Swampert to be able to walk. And then you go and do things like walking upstairs, and the Pokemon can't even walk up the stairs. They're just sliding diagonally. I think with the less 3D back camera sort of view for Brilliant Diamond, I think they pulled it off. I mean, obviously the sizing's always going to be wrong. I mean, you can't be charging through a town with a Wailord.
Yeah,
coming in behind
the
you.
sizing's my big issue. Especially like I was like, I tried it out with basically every Pokemon I had in my box, just because I was like, I was so curious to see what they all look like. Like Gyarados is laughable. Like it's this tiny little flying snake that just dangles behind you. But I think like the movement speed on some of them is like, why would you ever let this Pokemon
So slow.
behind
Some of
you?
them are so incredibly slow, and
like
it's annoying.
Laughable how slow it is. Like there was a section where I completely forgot I had a Pokemon following me.
Especially if you're riding the bike.
Yeah, well I had.
You're riding a
Torterra,
bike, forget about it. The Pokemon's gone. Like you've left it. You've abandoned it.
Yeah, with the exception of like Floatzel, I think no Pokemon was keeping up with me, but Floatzel was just fucking so quick.
Yeah.
Floatzel was like overtaking me. Yeah, I do. Like it is such a great game mechanic, and I fucking love it.
People love it, yeah.
When it looks like when a Pokemon doesn't move the way you like it should move, it just it feels so janky.
It's a bit,
and when they can't seem to interact with the surroundings properly, it gets a bit funky.
Oh yeah, I've gotten trapped in some points where I try and turn around and like go back some stairs, and my Pokemon's just there, and I'm like, get the goddamn hell out of the way, dude. So yeah, it is a kind of love-hate kind of thing, because people do love that feature, and for a long time it was always, bring it back, and now it's back. I don't know how people feel about it, but yeah, I
do love it, but like I also would love much larger Pokédexes, and if that's a game mechanic that's stopping a super large Pokédex, fuck it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. In saying that, like Overworld Pokemon though.
Overworld Pokemon rule. It's the underground is. It's so charming.
Even
I love
though
the underground.
Onyx is kind of tiny, but I'll forgive it.
Yeah, man, it's just ever since Sword and Shield, like it's kind of Sword and Shield, like as many flaws as that game has.
Oh yeah,
like it's still, man, exploring that overworld for the first time, and that the plains and whatever, and exploring all that and finding all
the wild area. Yep.
The wild area, exploring all that and finding the little nooks and crannies and little like changes of environment and the different Pokemon that habited there, and like the habits these Pokemon would have and stuff like that was, man, it was one of my gaming highlights of all time. Like it felt like it was the Pokemon game I always wanted to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get that soon. Like we might, we're as of recording, we're 9 days away.
We are. We can come back. We can come back to that. We'll be talking in 11 days. That's for sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a few days with it, but yeah, I'm genuinely excited. Did you want to hit us with the next one on your list?
Yeah. Next one on my list is Gengar from Generation 1, of course. Just because he hits hard, special attacker, hits super hard. I've got it with Nasty Plot, and I've also got the sneaky little Destiny Bond on there. If I know I'm going to get taken out, dude's fast as hell, especially with the Nasty Plot boost. So if I know someone's targeting me down, just hit that Destiny Bond and just take him down. I got some sneaky tactics in there, but yeah.
Gengar's one of the all-time greats from Gen 1. Just, God, so good. And so good, like, I have so many memories of Gengar just attached to the anime of Pokemon, because it was like one of the one of the best Pokemon in that series. It was so good.
Yeah.
What's Destiny Bond? That's the links the like HP of two Pokemon together, right?
So if you use Destiny Bond and then you get knocked out, that Pokemon that knocked you out gets knocked out as well.
Oh, it's fantastic.
But it has to be
Is
on
there
that
any way-
turn.
Yeah, okay. Is there any way to circumvent that?
I don't think so. I'm not even sure if like a Focus Sash does. I think
Yeah.
it definitely always takes them down, yeah.
That's crazy. Man, Gengar too. I remember Gengar in Pokemon Unite was absolutely broken for a hot minute.
Yeah,
there.
I used it before they fixed the bug, and
Yeah.
it was quite fun. You could kind of spam some of those OP moves for a bit there.
Yeah, it was quite disgusting.
Yeah.
I dreaded the sight of Gengar for a good month. Awesome. Yeah, Gengar's a great pick. And we'll go for the first appearance of Gen 1 on my team, my favourite Pokemon of all time, and also my main in Pokemon Unite for the longest time. It is Slowbro.
Oh, yeah.
I
Just waiting
fucking
for
love
it.
this Pokemon, man.
Yeah, Slowbro's
Slowbro's
great.
fantastic. The design, just man, everything about him. His ability is either over tempo or oblivious. I think he can get.
Yeah, I think that might be the hidden ability.
Yeah. Fantastic. He's never to be fair. Slowbro I've never played with him in a Pokemon game for very long because I do think he's a bit underpowered, especially in the later levels.
Yeah.
But design-wise, I fucking love that fucker. I really do. I think
Pokemon.
for just pure aesthetic reasons, I think is why he's on why he's on my team. And although I would always pick Slowbro over Slowking, I do think the design of Slowking is quite fantastic as well.
Yeah, Slowking's not bad, yeah. What do you
Don't
think
like-
about the regional variants?
So Slowbro has an Alolan regional variant, or is it
No,
a Galarian?
Galarian, yeah.
Yeah. So he's like a spin top, right? He turns into that Beyblade thing. If I
No,
remember
that's his
correctly.
mega form. That's Mega Slowbro.
Oh no! Yes,
Galarian
yes.
Slowbro is kind of yellow.
That's right. They get the yellow and purple ears.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slowpoke looks kind of like
and
Homer
the-
Simpson.
Yeah, and the shell attaches to his arm instead of his tail.
That's it.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
pretty cool. Yeah, no, pretty cool. I do like that. I
And
never
I think
got
the shell takes over the whole entire face of Slowking, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking for it now.
They were part of the DLC, so they weren't actually part of the initial generation. So they're kind of escaping my mind a little bit.
Yeah, I never got the DLC for Sword and Shield.
That's
I
where you get
wanted
the
to.
Pokemon walking around with you and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to, but yeah, I think I'd put too much time into that game at that point, and I was like, yeah, nah, I think I'm done.
Oh yeah, here we go. Galarian Slowking. He looks cool as hell.
Yeah, he does look pretty cool.
He looks
actually. I'm
better than
looking at it
regular
right now.
Slowking,
Yeah,
I would say.
I do
dare
like
say.
that. The green gem forehead thing's
The
pretty
evil
dope.
ass looking eyes. That's pretty cool.
I do like the Galarian Slowbro as well.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
Poison type instead of psychic type,
Yeah.
I think.
And the little like shooter thing on his arm, that's pretty cool.
Actually, no, it's
But yeah.
poison and psychic, so it's not even water type anymore.
Oh, it's crazy.
It loses its water typing. Yeah.
Poison Psychic's pretty powerful though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But yeah,
Not a bad
the OG water psychic type Slowbro is
Yep.
my Slowbro of choice.
combo. Solid.
Man, I think it's purely aesthetic reason he's on my team.
Yeah,
He had to be on there, man. He's my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
Of course he's on there.
fair. My next on mine, I've got Togekiss, who I'm also running with Nasty Plot to get up some stat boosts while it's sitting there, and it's beefy as hell. I've got it with Roost and Thunder Wave also. So just hitting the Paralyze on the enemy, and then as soon as they're getting me down, I'm just roosting back up to full health.
Oof.
'Cause I'm running doubles, I'm playing double battles most of the time.
Yeah.
And even with the Nasty Plot boost, I've got the Air Slash on there, which causes flinches, so it's kind of an all-rounder. It really puts in the work. It's quite an overused Pokemon, though. You will find Togekiss on most teams at the moment. But actually, like, all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I think I've seen. I watch a lot of Pokemon YouTube, like a lot of people playing Pokemon on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like fucking takes up way too much of my time. And I have seen like him used in a lot of like clickbaity style
Yeah.
screenshots and stuff for Pokemon clips. Man, Togekiss design wise, I hated the second evolution that they gave Togepi. I didn't like
I never liked Togetic.
yeah, Togetic. I was trying to think what it was. But Togekiss, yeah, I think I enjoyed it. I was happy that it got a stage 2 evolution or stage 3 evolution.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's so much more charming than Togetic.
I'm a big
Togetic.
fan of the Generation 4 added evolutions.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of the baby generation, like Gen 2, where they added
Yep.
all the baby Pokemon. There's a few in there that are super charming. I always never really enjoyed Pichu, but yeah, the Gen 4 added some really fun ones.
Like
'Cause what else-
Rhyperior, Magmortar, Electivire,
Yeah.
Tangrowth, even some strange ones like Yan Mega and stuff like
Yeah,
that you wouldn't
that was
even expect.
Haunchcrow as well, wasn't it?
Say that again.
Haunchcrow as well. the
Haunchcrow.
Murkrow.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. I loved Haunchcrow. Haunchcrow's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Generation 4 felt like a really fun generation of Pokemon.
It was. Yeah.
Really did. Something that I hope we see again. Another just fun. Not so. Doesn't have to be crazy big, but just a small fun generation would be very nice.
In terms of character design, for sure, I think Gen 4's got some good character design.
Next on my list, I would say I think he's technically classed as a pseudo legendary.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm bending the rules a little bit here, but I'm not too fussed about it. Metagross.
I think Noivern is a pseudo legendary as well.
Do I have 2 pseudo legendaries
Oh,
on
no.
the team?
So, no, sorry, Noivern is like a borderline pseudo legendary. The pseudo legendary for that generation is Goodra, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Goodra was on my shortlist too. I fucking love Goodra.
Yeah.
So
Metagross.
But yeah, Metagross, man. As soon as I saw him in I think it was a K-Zone magazine again, I would have seen him or something similar, or it
Yep.
would have been like some sort of print media from back in the day. I saw him. I was like, I need that Pokemon on my team, and it took me forever, but yeah, I finally got a Metagross, and I think it's one of the proudest one of the proudest I am about getting a Pokemon, because you have to put in some fucking work
To get
to get a
that
Metagross.
Beldum to evolve, yeah.
Oh my god, and the payoff is insane. He gets the ability Clear Body, which is fantastic, so it prevents other Pokemon's moves or abilities from lowering the Pokemon's stats, which means the stats you have are the stats you got, and there's nothing they can do about
Good
it.
ability.
It's a very good ability. And Steel Psychic's a tricky typing. There's not a lot of Pokemon that can, you are weak to fire. What is it? Ghost, fire,
Ground, yep.
Yeah. I think there might be another one. I'm probably forgetting something. But yeah, fantastic. I loved Metagross. And anytime a Metagross appears in the anime, his Pokemon champion or Pokemon master is always someone very cool.
That's true. Yeah.
Always very cool.
He has
He's
a
never
cool
used by
he has a
very
cool
bad
mega
guy.
as well. I would say.
Very cool mega. Very cool mega. Surprised he hasn't had any regional forms yet. I thought he would get one. Oh, they probably don't do that for pseudo legendaries, do they?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
They're too kind of solidified in their icon status.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to have a next one off your list?
My next one, which is on here for competitive reasons, is Arcanine. Great Pokemon, probably not one of my favorites, but it has ended up on my team. Just because I'm running it with a Will-O-Wisp and Protect set, just to burn and protect, and I mean he's fast as hell, and he's got Intimidate as well, so you can't really go wrong there. And I've learned to love Arcanine of recent. It never used to be one of my favorites, but I do really like Arcanine now.
Yeah, that would be, if someone was to ever say their favorite Pokemon is Arcanine, I would assume that they are a very boring person.
Yeah, it's kind of a standard pick from Gen 1, just as like...
Yeah.
It's
Is it technically a pseudo legendary?
no, I think they fucked that up in the original Japanese translations. Like, you know how they all have their own types, like, you know, like Pidgey will be like a tiny bird Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think the description for Arcanine is legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, it is.
But I think it was just probably a translation error before they maybe had the concept of what legendary Pokemon were.
Because, I mean, in the anime, too, he also... a picture of Arcanine also appears in the stone tablet next to Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos.
Back when I think they were a bit confused about the concept and longevity of the franchise.
Just back when they were just making a fun game and a TV show and not the highest grossing media franchise of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Back in the simple days. Yeah, I really do. I do like Arcanine. I think in like I wouldn't say he's my favorite. I do think he's cool though. Like my son has an Arcanine plushie because it came in like a set of 3. It was a weirder set too. I remember when I got this, it was like Arcanine, Gengar, and not Azumarill, the pre-evolution, not
Marill.
the second evolution. So it was Marill, Arcanine, and Gengar. I was like, this is the weirdest collection.
Yeah,
not even all in the same generation. That's bizarre. But yeah, I think we got that one because the Gengar plushie is like one of the best plushies I've ever bought. He's so fucking cute. I fucking love that cunt.
Solid.
But yeah, my son always plays with Arcanine because I think it's just objectively cool looking from a child's perspective too.
You can't really fault it. I mean,
no.
Yeah.
I think the only problem with Arcanine is that I would just never run that Pokemon in my team because I mean I had a Charizard. Why would I double fire? You know what I mean?
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Well, rounding out my team is a fire type Pokemon. A Pokemon that I've loved for a long time, but I wish the Pokemon company would start loving a little bit more, give it a little bit more attention, maybe some evolutions, I don't know, maybe a regional form, give it something. I'm talking about the fire type Pokemon Torkoal.
Torkoal,
Love
okay.
Torkoal.
Yep.
He hasn't had anything, and one of the great forgotten Pokemon.
He was...
It is.
No, I mean... I would disagree. I mean, he was owned by Ash.
He was owned by Ash in one of the best series of Pokemon too. That is a fantastic series.
And he's still a huge Pokemon in VGC. He's a sun setup Pokemon.
Okay.
He's run on weather teams. Torkoal's used a lot in competitive battling, so he doesn't get shunned too hard, but I do feel where you're coming from in sort of like he's not on the front packet of things.
Yeah, is he used because of his like drought ability? Is that why?
Yep, because he instantly puts up the sun. Yep. Yeah,
wow, man. I think Torkoal was one of my favorite Pokemon to run in what game was it? Emerald. Like fantastic to run in Emerald, and you get him relatively early on. And yeah, also one of my favorite Pokemon animated series was those series, like where Torkoal was in. What was that? That would have been series. What series?
Gen 3 series?
Yeah, so that's I'm trying to think.
What do they call it? Pokemon Advanced or something? I think it was called.
Yeah, it was Pokemon Advanced. Yeah, like I loved Ash's Torkoal. I thought he was really good. Like I was genuinely engaged with that series of Pokemon, and Torkoal was a crucial member of Ash's team. And yeah, I mean, what would you
prefer? Would you prefer an evolution or a baby form?
Both. I want both. I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd take. Oh god, I would take a baby form. I would. I think a cute little Torkoal, and like I love the design of Torkoal, and I think I would want that solid design on my team at all times. I don't think I'd want to change it. Yeah, I remember when the Pokédex got released for Pokemon Alola, and there's Turkmortar. Turknator, yeah, which is I mean, it's so close to being a Torkoal evolution. Like it's fucking. It feels like it was a pre-designed for a Torkoal evolution, and they just made it its own
They may have had the
Pokemon for
thought
some
for a
reason.
second, and then we're like, nah.
Which I mean, I'm kind of glad because I don't super
really
like
like him
the
either.
design of Turknator. I think it's pretty weak. But yeah, man, just give him something.
He could
I mean,
have had a cool Mega. He could have had a very cool Mega because I mean they gave Cameruptor Mega.
And I mean, they gave Heracross a Mega.
Yeah.
Like, give fucking Torkoal one. Like, please.
Yeah.
I just want something. I want a baby form or a Mega. I'd take a regional variant, I suppose. I mean, I'd take
That could be
anything.
cool. A different type. Yeah.
Just to get more Torkoal in my life. Because, yeah, I'd love it. The design that that gets used very often for him in, like, his Pokedex entries or stuff, or, you know, fan art that I've sought out on the internet.
Yep.
It always has this two streams of steam coming out of his nose and the big plume coming out of his like volcano back, and I don't know, the bright red diamonds on his shell and everything. I just love the man.
He is cool. He is very cool. He does grow on me when I see him in battles and in competitive battling.
I'm glad that he's finding his stage in the competitive platform.
Yeah, he's definitely in the overused tier.
I mean, Drought is a ridiculously strong ability.
It lets everyone set up solar beams straight away, and Pokemon like Charizard get their ability to heal from the sun. I think is the hidden ability. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah.
Okay.
I think my last one on my list is the big boy himself, Snorlax.
Daddy Snorlax.
Just versatile. The set that I'm running at the moment again is like a trolley kind of set. It's got Curse, which increases its attack and defense and takes down its speed, which doesn't matter. He's slow as hell anyway.
Yeah.
And then he's got Rest as well. So just sleep away that damage. Come back later after he's all defensed up.
Jesus. Yeah, Snorlax is a fucking tank of a Pokemon.
Yeah. It's great using to mess with people.
How did you feel about the addition of Munchlax?
He's cool.
It's
a quirky, it's a fun Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a big fan of Munchlax. I think there's a few pre-evolutions that I despise. Like I just genuinely hate.
Yeah.
But he is definitely not one of them.
Mime Jr., not a fan of that one.
I fucking hate. And Jinx is one.
Smoochum. Oh, I like Smoochum. Oh.
I hate Jinx as a Pokemon, and when they just gave me a small Jinx, I was like, yuck, fuck it off. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I suppose Snorlax does make sense for like a competitive team because he's just there's so much health.
Stats
there.
all around.
There's so much fucking defense there.
And versatile. You can run him as anything, really.
Mm.
He can learn his type coverage on moves is insane.
He was always the Pokemon in my team in Gen 1 that had Hyper Beam. And I was always, I love that move.
Good stuff.
I mean, when you're a kid and you see a move called Hyper Beam, I mean, you're going to play it every turn, right?
Of course.
Always the first move to run out of PP in my team.
Yeah.
Never, without a doubt.
Well, they give you like 5 or something.
Yeah, 5. You blow it all in like the first round of a Pokemon battle. Man, that's fun. We both got pretty versatile teams. I think yours is probably more suited for combat. I think you would probably wipe my team pretty quickly. I've got some pretty big weaknesses on my team.
That's the goal that I'm going for. But yeah.
I think with the exception of Metagross and Noivern and Torterra, the rest of my team would probably be pancaked pretty quickly.
Possibly.
Kroger, Slowbro, and Torkoal aren't sticking around for the long run.
Definitely not Kroger, I don't think, but yeah.
Yeah, no, my poor boy Krogan. I love Krogan. I hate Toxic Rogue. I don't know if I mentioned that when we were talking about him, but I think Toxic Rogue is fucking hideous.
Yeah, that's the deal breaker.
Yeah, man, it's the red spikes on their hand and the big bulbous throat bit. Like it, and listeners of this show might know, but friends who are listening know that I am petrified of frogs. I fucking hate frogs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, long, like a pretty substantial fear of frogs.
Damn.
It's Yeah, so Krogunk being on there is like it doesn't make sense. It's a
It's an
perfect
exception
thing
to the rule. Yeah.
we're a perfect odd couple, mate. It's beautiful. It's beautiful in a way. Do you have? I know we weren't putting legendaries on the team, but do you have a legendary that stands out, or like a favorite legendary?
I think either Rayquaza or Suicune.
I was gonna say one of the dogs too. I think the legendary dogs are the strongest set.
Suicune's just majestic.
Suicune's so good. I fucking love Suicune.
Colour palette
really
is good too.
enjoy. I really enjoy Raikou as well. I think Raikou.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't know, but I do think the Pokemon movie is doing a lot of heavy lifting for my love for Raikou. I really think it is.
Yeah, or Entei. Entei was the one with the movie.
Oh yes, no, I'm thinking of Entei.
Raikou got
one,
this,
right?
got like a series thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Entei had the fire and the cloud on his back. Fuck, I love Entei.
Yeah, with all the unknown Pokemon.
Yes, that was sick. I mean, I think the legendaries that I always thought were really bad, was it the Swords of Justice? Is that what they were called? The
three dudes, like Terrakion, those ones
yeah, maybe
from
Hold
Gen
up.
5.
Yeah, I think it's Gen 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
not a
jeez.
fan of those ones.
I didn't really like the weather ones either.
Landorus and Thundurus.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, they had two different forms though, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. Like playing Diamond again, I've fallen back in love with Dialga.
Oh yeah,
Palkia,
they're great.
And Giratina's fantastic too. Giratina doesn't get enough love. But I think the original legendaries like Moltres, Articuno, and all that, like they still hold up so well.
Definitely, they're the new forms they made of them are pretty cool too. I think.
With the except, I didn't like the Zapdos.
Oh yeah, it's got the big running legs. That's right.
Yeah, he looks like the Roadrunner. It wasn't a massive
Articuno,
fan.
cool as hell though.
Yeah, Articuno was
Psychic
dope. And
Articuno,
Moltres, I liked.
pretty cool.
Yeah, just any Articuno.
Also, their shiny forms are the original colors.
Looking that up right now.
Your shiny Galarian birds shiny.
I went legendary birds shiny. Oh yeah.
It's cool seeing them in
That's
their original
cool.
colors, but just completely different
Yeah.
forms.
That's a good little like kind of almost Easter egg thing.
Yeah, I
That's
appreciated
nice.
that a lot.
That is very cool. You know what legendary I've always been a big fan of, and maybe it's just because of the media that legendary's in being fantastic, but Deoxys. I always loved the design of Deoxys.
Very cool alien Pokemon.
Yeah, and the forms it has, and what we were originally going to do on this episode was talk about the Pokemon web series, and there's a fantastic episode of a web series where it's Deoxys versus Rayquaza in space, and it is. Mwah. We should do that web series episode.
Yeah,
again.
it's that episode in particular is taken from the it's called the Delta episode, which is the post game content on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's taken straight from that.
Yeah, wow. I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of those from the web series are in-game characters.
Yeah, I
brought to
figured
life
that
in
because,
cartoons, which is really cool.
Yeah, because one of the first, it's for anyone who doesn't know, we're talking about the Pokemon web series
Called
Generations.
Pokemon Evolutions.
Oh, isn't it Generations?
Generations
is
was
that
an
a different
earlier one, I think. This is Pokemon
Ah.
Evolutions, which is I think there's 8
Evolutions.
episodes so far.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yep. Pokemon Generations is good too.
That
if
is
you
good
wanted to
also.
watch.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what series I watched, or I put back on my watch list? I took the old DVD off the DVD shelf when I was cleaning
Yep.
my dusty DVDs because I don't fucking use them anymore. But I had a DVD copy of Pokemon Origins. So, did you ever watch that?
I didn't even know that there was a DVD release of that.
Yeah, man. Oh, fuck. It's probably just behind me. I'll see if I can grab it real quick. But yeah, I'll take the microphone with me. Yeah, the DVD is fantastic, and it sat on my shelf for the longest time. And I was just like dusting the other day, and I saw it, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna play that."
It's
I'll
so good.
Watch that.
It's so good.
Oh, please don't fall. Here it is. Yeah, Pokemon Oranges. Origins. I bought this fucker like ages ago from a JB Hi-Fi in like Armidale. It would have been the last copy there.
Very nice.
And man, anyone out there who hasn't seen it, find yourself a copy of it. It's online somewhere for sure. But it's the original
just
story.
On the official Pokemon YouTube.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, I don't even need to fucking find a DVD player to plug this to fucking load this thing in. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, it's the original story of Red and Blue, retold in a kind of more anime style animation and stuff like that. It's definitely a nicer looking animation,
more
in my
mature
opinion.
Anime style.
Yeah, and it covers the whole Red and Blue story, basically from soup to nuts. And yeah, one of my most treasured experiences of my Pokemon journey has been watching that. Like, I fucking loved it when I found it because I never heard of it, and it was just this obscure looking DVD in a fucking back aisle of a JB Hi-Fi, and fuck, I've loved watching it, and I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah, it's a really, really good one. Pokemon
Especially
Origins.
Origins.
Origins. That's it. Yep.
Yeah, Origins. Oh, I can't say that word. I blame the rosé. I blame the rosé. Man. Anyway, dude, it has been fantastic having you on here.
Great to be here.
I've enjoyed talking about Pokemon. I think we're going to have another Pokemon episode coming out soon too with
Cool.
J-Ro, friend of the show. And of course, we will be catching up with the release of, is it Pokemon Hisuian?
It's Hisui is the region that we're
Hisui,
gonna visit,
yeah.
but Legends Arceus.
Legends Arceus, yes. That's getting released, at least in Australia, on the 28th
next Friday
of January. Yeah, next Friday. And I did it. I put a pre-order down, brother.
I'm doing it tomorrow.
Yeah,
morning.
I'm excited. I'm genuinely very
Playing it at
excited for
midnight.
this. Yeah. I mean, if it's what it's being heralded as and advertised as is the Breath of the Wild for Pokemon, then fuck, we're in for a fun ride.
I just watched the breakdown on YouTube of the recent trailer that came out the other day, so getting pretty excited for it.
Send me the link when we're done.
Getting
I want
hyped.
to watch that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll pull up stumps there, my friend. It has been absolutely fantastic having you back on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Odin.
Anytime.
We will put a link to your album that you just released under TV Dreams. I do want to get you on an episode of What's Your Obsession to talk about that album because I've been genuinely very obsessed listening to that. It's some of my favorite tracks of the last couple months are on that album, and it's getting an absolute thrashing through my headphones. So yeah, I definitely want to talk to you more about that. But make sure you hit up the Instagram at Lords of Dorktown. If you want to get in touch with us, just email us at lordsofdorktown@gmail.com. And yeah, keep it dorky, guys. Peace out.